Well, I mean, Jays lose again for the second time in one day. 6-4 over the St. Louis Cardinals. And when they posted the lineup for today, I'm like, this might be ugly. Because Smoke was on the bench, Travis was on the bench, Bautista's on the bench, and Martin is on the bench. Let me actually read you guys the starting lineup from tonight's game. All right? Now, I am not lying here. If you guys did not watch the game, I am not lying here. This is the actual 100% official lineup on the Blue Jays Instagram. Okay, so I'm just proving that right away. Kevin Pillar leading off. Chris Coughlin batting second. Ezekiel Carrera batting third. Morales fourth. Saltalamacchia batting fifth. Fifth. Steve Pearce sixth. Ryan Goins 7, Darwin Barney 8, and Casey Lawrence on the mound, batting ninth. That's scary to look at because the Cardinals ripped up Casey Lawrence early, and it sucked. It clear as day sucked. They were brutal. I mean, you look at this game and you try to take out positives. Like, oh, well, they clawed back. Morales hit a home run. Look, I have tried to find positives out of games and continuously be positive about the direction in this team is going. But seeing the way the bullpen played this early afternoon, and to see what lineup Gibbons put out tonight, it's pretty much like you forfeited tonight's game. Like, it's just awful. With a pitcher that is young and not that great, as Casey Lawrence has shown so far, you want your best lineup out there so you can get some runs for the kid. But do you throw out that? I mean, for goodness sakes, you give up 3 in the first inning, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. For goodness sake, it was 6-0 after the fourth inning. Great, the Jays had that big 4-run fifth inning, but they couldn't do squat else. You know, I don't like to question management and stuff like that, but I'm shocked at what Gibbons has done so far. The amount of rest days he has given. I understand this is an older team, but for goodness sake, you've just played over 20 games. There's 162 games in a season. And you're giving rest days. And on a doubleheader, I understand it's a long day and they have to come out and practice, early before the first game. I get that. But it's a grind. And the way your team is playing, you got to try and grind out every single win you can. So you lose the first game, you're like, tough one. All right, let's see what we can do in the second game. And then you look at that, you're like, And then you lose that, and now you're 6-16. You lose the series. You still haven't won a series this season. And you're just falling apart still. We haven't heard much from Ross Atkins and Mark Shapiro. I don't know if they're trying to get things done with teams to maybe change with the outlook on this team, trying to get some upgrades, trying to do something. But we haven't really seen anything from the first pitch. I mean, maybe, I'm not sure, was Chris Coughlin signed before the season started or something like that? Oh, great, they let Juan Gratterall go to the Angels for what, player to be named later or cash? Whoop-de-doo. It doesn't do anything for the Major League squad. I understand it's just over 20 games into the season, 22 at that. But when you're 6-16, it doesn't matter how many games you are into the year. You're 10 games under 500 this early. For God's sakes, the Jays are 9 games back of the Baltimore Orioles for the division lead. 9 games, and we have played 22. You're already in a massive hole to climb out of. And oh yeah, the wild card, you're 6 back already. It's just, and they're showing small signs of things getting out, right? In the Angels series, we're like, okay, we're getting some hits, but the pitching's doing better, right? In the Stroman game, right? He was pitching so well, then the offense came on late. in this morning's game. The offense, was good. It got us 4 solid runs. We were up 4-0. Latos was great. Bullpen comes out, they crap themselves. Then you get this game tonight. Casey Lawrence on the mound. He has a really rough time. The Jays get a little bit, but then the bullpen pitch is great, but the bats can't get anything going late in the game. One day to the next, something is an issue. You look back to even the win, the 6-5 win. They couldn't hold a lead. The bullpen was tough to watch. I don't know what to think. All I can do is hope and pray that Tulowitzki, Donaldson, Happ, and Sanchez hurry the heck up and get healthy. But it looks like Happ isn't getting healthy anytime soon. Sanchez looked like he could be starting on Sunday, which is great news against Tampa back at the Rogers Center. I mean, Tulowitzki and Donaldson, I haven't heard a whole lot about. Tulowitzki, I think they said he's hitting, but he's not running at all. I mean, it's just an absolute mess, this team right now. With Tulowitzki, when you're having a hamstring issue and you still can't, you're still not allowed to run, you're still a little ways away. So this team is having a real problem, and I'm getting very frustrated. I think a lot of Blue Jays Nation is, and a lot of Canada watching the Blue Jays are getting very flippin' frustrated because we put our time into watching these games. And when we see the lineup put out tonight with that, it's rough. And, I'm not saying we knew it was going to be a loss, but because we hoped they were going to find a way to win. But you were already in at a disadvantage in a sense, right? This is a totally different team than last year. We said, there are similarities. Well, yeah, there are, but nothing is clicking at all. It's a mess. One time you think you get a win, you're like, we're getting something going. Molino, that's going to spark something. Yeah, you lose both games after that. I don't know where the spark's going to come from. I don't know if it's people coming off the DL. I don't know if it's just something. I don't know if a trade is going to be made and that might spark something. But we just got to keep watching and hoping this team turns it around, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this little rage video, then, hey, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Appreciate that. I don't know what that is. Hit that like. I already said that one once. See, it's a mess. Everything is a mess. Comment down below what you guys thought of this game. And what you guys are thinking of this Jays season so far. I mean, do you think they should make a move? If so, what do you think they should try? What do you think they should try and do? Not a specific player, maybe position, maybe a certain kind of player. Let me know, guys, because this is rough. And we'll talk to you guys. Well, we'll talk to you guys Raptors edition on Sunday, round 2 preview, because of course, right when I hit that upload button and it goes, bloop, round 2 schedule right here. Are you kidding me? So we'll be doing that on Sunday, previewing the Raptors and Cavaliers round 2. Also, Jays edition tomorrow night as they're back at the Rogers Center taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Blake Snell versus Marcus Stroman. If we can see another outing like we did last game for Stroman, hey, we might be in a good spot. And that's what we need. Another fire-up Stroman star, right? Let's get a little streak going. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow night.